becoming a teacher, and she had playing school. She had all of the cousins and everybody sitting at attention, while she played the role of the teacher, and they were the students. And she pursued that role into adult life, and subsequently got her doctorate in education in 2011 from here at the University of Missouri. Like I said, I used to bring them out here when they weren't even out of grade school. And so she achieved that goal in 2011 and has recently been appointed as Director of Special Schools in Ferguson and Florissant, here in St. Louis, Missouri. Ferguson, Missouri. Ferguson, Florissant.
Mm-hmm. And her name is
Dr. Tanya J. Clinton.
Wow, that's good. And you're related because you're a Clinton.
That's right. She's my niece, my brother's oldest daughter.
Are you related to Hillary and Bill?
I wish. They haven't sent the check yet. So I ain't got no money, so I can't claim them right now.
Yeah. Would that be nice if she gets in the office, then you could, hey, cousin, why don't you invite me to the White House,
Exactly.
Yeah. For dinner.
Exactly. I've always, when I was in Washington, D.C., what was it, for the 50th anniversary of the March on Washington?
Oh, okay.
What was it, 2-3 years ago?
Oh, the Million Man March?
No, not the Million Man March. When Dr. Martin Luther King made his speech.
Oh, okay.
The 50-year anniversary of that, March on Washington.
When I think they revealed or unveiled the statue, big statue there.
Right.
Yeah. A friend of mine went to that, Lynn Jackson.
Right.
And she's involved because she's the great granddaughter of, let me think now, Dred, had the case down in St. Louis courthouse.
Dred Scott?
Dred Scott, yeah. She's the great granddaughter of Dred Scott, Lynn Jackson.
Right. That's really a revealing fact. You just don't know how many people are related and interrelated,
Mm-hmm.
cross family ties, because just to share a bit of history, during the time of antebellum slavery times, when the families were broken up, they had, say, 4, 5, 7, 8 brothers or siblings, and in order for them not to be associated or with the family that might be being pursued by the slave master or authorities at the time, then they changed the spelling of their names and moved to different parts of the country. Hence, you had the migration from the south to the north of Detroit, Chicago, St. Louis, to name a few. And so, when people say that they're not related because maybe just there's a difference because of spelling of the name or what have you, that was also a common denominator, a factor that people change the spelling of their name.
Oh, sure.
Even though it might be the same name, but spelled differently with a letter or two difference in terms of pronunciation or whatever the case may be.
Right, and even some of the immigrants that came over from Europe and Asia, all the different countries, Africa, when they came over, the name, I know, for instance, like my name is Engelmeyer, and it would be spelled Englemeyer, and then it was really spelled EL. And there's little spelling differences like that, or similar to what you're talking about. And I don't know exactly if it'd be sort of like, oh, well, that's the way the Jewish people would spell it, and this is the way the American English people would spell it, or something, And I don't know why they did that, though. I could never really understand.
Well, as you conveyed about the spelling or misspelling, it was done in order to confuse and to hide identities. Like I say, when those brothers and sisters were separated, leaving the South, they had to change. Some of them changed their whole last name, or some of them just changed the spelling of it in terms, just so that it wouldn't be identified with the, the original family.
Right.
And that was done in order to, like I say, for terms of identification or non-identification in most instances, because of things that were happening during that time to, when they decided to pursue a family for whatever
Right.
reason. Say, for instance, just using it as a parable, if you were related to a Denmark Vesey or Nat Turner, and we know, some of us know what their historical background was, especially Nat Turner. It wasn't nice, so therefore, you didn't want their last name. And ironically, I'm related to some Turners.
Somehow we're all related. Hey, we're speaking with David Clinton here with us here at the U this evening. David, I want to welcome you to the U.
It's a pleasure for me to be here at the U. After so many years, you would be surprised how many years it's been. I'm finishing up my degree in criminal justice now. I need 40 hours. Hopefully I'll be graduating next December in 2017. I've been out here for as far back as I think I first enrolled in 1972. So
Well, more power.
Most of the kids and my nieces weren't. They were just born if they were born. And like I say, Dr. Tanya Clinton, who my hat goes off to, and she completed all her requirements and received her doctorate degree in 2011, and now is the director of special schools in Ferguson and Florissant.
Well, that's great.
Kudos to you, Dr. T.
Well, that's great.